what happens when you get to be an adult. You have like 6 emails that you can pull stuff from. These are ones I don't really use that much. This is probably going to tell me. Nope, it's verifying. So while this is loading, what I'm going to show you with this video is kind of the basics of where stuff is going to be and how you can use it. We're going to set up a folder for you to share with me, and I'm going to show you some of the bonuses, the pluses of Evernote, and why we're going to use it for all of the portfolio stuff that we do. Let me get something I can take a picture of. So over here on the sides, this is your launch pad. It's where most of your, when you log in, this should be the first thing that shows up. So I'm going to show you real quick under settings. If you share your iPad, which you should never do, but if you perhaps you log on to another computer, another tablet, or somebody else's iPad, under settings is where you'll log out. You want to make sure that you have the free account, and the premium is really for teachers, or if you upload an insane amount of data. This will show you how much data you have left on yours. So it gives you 60 megabytes of storage, which is a ridiculous amount. Like until I started using this for students to upload information to me, I never even got close to this. But because I use it for you guys to upload things to me, I needed to go premium. If you've saved a bunch of files, or you've uploaded a bunch of files and you're worried that it didn't save, then you can hit the Sync Now button and it'll take all of your data. The bonus of using Evernote versus like a Google Drive or some other platform is that Evernote can be used on any like any smartphone. They have an Android, they have a Windows, they have Google Play, and then they have the one for the iPhone, and then they have one obviously for the iPad. I use mine when we go on conferences and we go to meetings. If I need to take notes about something, or I want to take a picture of something, when I go on all these tech conferences, I don't take my laptop. I take just my tablet, and I'm able to go through and use it, and it syncs every single note that I take. You can customize your home screen. So mine that I use, I like the way that the black with the white looks. You can do a green background, and then the standard they give you is white. So I'm going to change it just so you can see how it looks. You can have it sync like where you look at just notebooks or notes. We're going to go with looking at notebooks because that helps it organize. And then we do not want more from market, and you do not want more from news and tips, because these are their email things where they'll start sending you emails, so you don't want to have either one of those checked. So we're going to go back to home, and then general. Because most of you guys need the free Wi-Fi, I would go ahead and click the synchronize with Wi-Fi only. That way it makes sure it won't use any data, or won't sit there and burn your battery trying to find something to sync to. We're going to uncheck suggested note titles, and then we're going to uncheck show related notes. Then we want to come in here to camera, save snapshots, making sure that things are checked properly. Audio, go ahead and check high quality, that way it just sounds nicer when you record stuff. And then the other things, the notebooks, it'll be where you have all of them listed. So if you had multiple notebooks here, you can select them and like delete them and move them around. But we're going to go back all the way back to settings, and then we're going to click up here. So then notebooks. When you click it, these are where your notebooks will show up, and because you just created this is the only one that's here. You can change it. I'm listening to The Simpsons if you can't hear it. Close. First, a new notebook. So we're going to name this. Let's see if I can get it to focus. Name this. Chris Carter Science 8. And I just named it Chris Carter Sci 8. I'll pull it in here so we can see it a little better. So that this will tell you that this will tell you when I go to read it, it's your first and last name, and then this is science for 8th grade. When you start making multiple notebooks, you hit the done button. You can label them whatever you'd like. So if you have one for history, you can name it. If you share it with a teacher, it's always good to put your first and last name and then history. If it's a specific period, they may ask you to put the period in it. But these are really for your notes. These are the ones you're going to share with me. So this is the file that I need you to keep me to. So we are going to share. I'm going to back it up so you can see it. It says share this notebook. And then you're going to type in carterc@lisd.net. And then your message needs to be my e-folio. And then I need you to make sure that you click the second tile that says can edit. All that does is let me go in and add notes. If you want me to be able to share your information, then you would check this, but we're not going to. We're just going to check the can edit. We're going to hit share, and then it's going to say you will receive an email. And so in a minute, my phone will beep, and it'll tell me I have an email. So we're going to close it. So then let's add a note so I can show you how this works. So up here on the top is where you're going to tap, and we're going to title it what's going on in The Simpsons? Simpsons. Oh no, we'll do chemistry because we're doing chemistry. Chemistry notes. And then you're going to tap down here on the bottom to edit. So I'm going to type in subscripts, effect only, the element to the left, coefficients, effect the whole molecule. So I can save it and hit the save button and it would save and be fine. Or let's pretend I need to add a picture. So if you have a saved photo like that you've already found on the internet, this would be the saved photo. The document camera is the one built into the Evernote platform. This would be good if you're taking a picture of an actual document because it squares it a little differently. But we're going to use camera. And it's going to ask me, do you want to let the Evernote have access to your camera? And I'm going to say, okay, because that's what that little note said. And then there's my kitchen floor. So we're going to take a picture of the Bath & Body Works flyer. So if you look over here on the side, I don't know if you can see it. It says Post-it note, photo, document, business card. A Post-it note just applies it to the side of the note and not into the actual thing that we're trying to take. A document would be if it's a bunch of writing because it fragments the image differently. So we're going to just hit photo. So I took a photo, and then so you guys can see what that says. Evernote would like access to your photos. I'm going to hit OK. Then we're going to hit the check mark at the top. And so that's the pictures that we took. So there's both the pictures that I took back to back. So you can tell there's a difference. The free little symbol there. And so I'm done with this. So I'm going to hit save. And then it lists my chemistry notes right up here. So if I want to look at what's in my notes, that's here. Another neat thing that Evernote has just uploaded to their mobile platform is this little microphone right there. So if I want to make a microphone or a recording of somebody's audio, like when you go to school and you start taking notes, you can see it's ticking and it makes the little vibration line that it's recording me. So I'm going to say that's enough of 11 seconds. And then I'm going to type in here, let's see, test. And I'm going to hit save. So now both my tests that I have are here. What are some other neat things that they've started doing? So with camera and photos, these are both things that you can add to the notes. Reminders if you have a test coming up. So we're going to say I haven't added a task. So our CBA for chemistry is on the Friday before break. And I'm going to say, because I'm going to pretend like I'm in 6th period, that it starts at 1 p.m. I'm going to hit save. And then over here on the side, it's got a little bell. Bring the thing up here so you can see it. It's got a little bell to show you that that's a reminder. Focus, please. Oop. I think that's all of it. It's on this